towards the logo. Yeah. So one of the most important things is to be able to have posture in the guard, okay? If he breaks my posture, that's bad news for me, because if he breaks my posture here, now I can't only do much unless I go for some low passes, but those are very tricky, okay? First thing you gotta understand, you need to create essentially a triangular pyramid between your hand, lead hand, knee, and knee. This is my pyramid. I have stability this way, I have stability that way, that way. I have instability perpendicular to the lines, because that's geometry or some sort of weird science. Anyways, okay, so what I want to do is, as he's getting his grips, what grips do you prefer? Okay. Oh, he likes that grip. Well, I don't like that grip at all. Because he wants to pull that grip across, and then, you know, so what I want to do is this. First thing I want to do is I want to fix his collars, tighten them, and I want to roll my fist. The reason why I roll my fist is because if he does this to this hand and pulls it this way, okay, it goes into the fist. I cannot let the fist rotate, because it will create a problem structurally as, yes, exactly. Because my wrist will weaken my whole structure. So I have to have this kind of punching in the sternum, okay? The other thing is I gotta have my head up. First thing I wanna do to open his guard, I want to uncross his feet. So I gotta put pressure on his feet, okay? So even if he's giving me a little bit of pressure here, okay? I wanna control his hip, keep his hip down, and I wanna create pressure on his feet. For me to move my left knee out, I gotta tilt to the right, so I can move my left knee, so I'll do from a different angle. I tilt to the left, so I can slide my right knee in his, what do you call it, tailbone, pelvis, not pelvis, tailbone, okay? As I arch my back and create pressure on his feet where they cross, I bow my back, okay? And then immediately, I begin to either knee drop that way, okay? Or knee cut across, okay? We're gonna do a knee drop. So I go here, and I immediately get the underhook, control the head, and my left leg staples, my right leg comes back out, and then I get to a side control position, where I have to understand I'm either gonna control his head or his hip. The problem is I can't really do both. If I control his hip, his hands can frame, and he can move his head away. So I have to be cautious. If I just commit too much to his head like this, he can move his hip away, insert a knee, and now I'm already losing my side control. Side control is hard to get, easy to lose. That's why I like to walk north-south, okay? Put you that way. Yeah. So, I also like to have active toes. This is inactive toes. Some of you can do this, some of you can't, okay? So, punch here, he's giving me a little bit of pressure. So he wants to break my posture here. So as he grabs maybe some collars here, I have a secondary hand that I can use to create posture. If he's pulling me, okay, I use that secondary hand and I keep looking up. If I look down just a little bit, I immediately structurally collapse. This is huge to just look up. You can see peripherally down. So as he's pulling, I'm using my right hand and left hand to create balance. Also my knees are also controlling his hips a little bit, so he doesn't begin to create too many angles that I can't fall. Because if I'm too wide here, he can pull, yeah, he can do that, or he can just pull me forward. And I see a lot of you having your knees too wide. So your knees should just be controlling his hips just a little bit. So here, I want to do this twist here, okay? He's pulling a little bit here, okay? I'm going to walk my hand back to the hip, push the hip down. I need to move my left knee, so I tilt to the right, move my left knee. I want to move my right knee, I move to the left, move my right knee. I arch my back and I here, and then you're going to pick up your left knee and drop it as my chest drops. I want to keep them flat. Right hand underhook. This leg, the left one, staples until my back leg comes through, and then I control his hip with my hip. With my far elbow, I'm pinching. And then I kind of control the head here. Because if he begins to move, I can begin to get to here, which is really where I want to be because I'm furthest from his leg. Okay. Once you head that way, just a minute. So, from here, take the slack out twist, he's grabbing collars, he's pulling me in a little bit more. Yes, and I'm using my left hand also. And I tilt this way because I know he's not pulling me to my right. If he pulls to my right, I tilt the opposite way. And I want to use this as kickstands, okay? This is my main source of balance. So once I can begin to balance looking up, my left hand goes to the hip. I want to keep pushing the hip down, tilt to the right, move the left knee. Tilt to the left, move the right knee, slide it. Move it back is my hip. Stay low. And check. Here. My right leg does not, my left leg does not unstable until my right leg comes through here. And then I control his hip and his head. Because from here, you have to move, you're not just gonna sit. From here, we'll talk about some, okay? Does that make sense? This is the knee drop to the left. Let's do it, 1, 2, 3.